Hi, I'm Kayla. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Joel.
Hi, Joel. Nice to meet you. Before we get started today, can you tell me a little about yourself, like where you're from, what you're doing now?
Yeah, sure. I'm from Michigan, born and raised, town called Holland. Um, I went to middle school, elementary, middle school, high school there, and then I'm in Tennessee now for school, and I graduate in May. So
Wow, so coming from Michigan all the way to Tennessee, that's quite the transition.
yeah, well, actually, the culture change in general a bit different, like northern people to southern people, but probably the climate is the biggest difference.
Mm.
Um, But yeah, it's a bit different. I miss Michigan, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I can imagine. Before we get started today, I just want to go over what we do here a little bit.
Hmm.
We're going to talk about whatever brought you in today, and then we'll discuss how you want to proceed further with further sessions. Everything that we say within these walls is completely confidential unless you disclose to me that your life is in danger or another person's life is in danger, as in you wishing to harm someone or someone is wanting to harm you, or if there was a child in an abusive situation or an elderly person as well.
Okay.
Okay, so do you have any questions about that?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. So what brings you in today, Joel?
Well, as I was mentioning, I'm graduating in May, and just a bit nervous about that because I feel like I haven't been like properly prepared, and I don't know what exactly to do to prepare to like what to do after graduation. It's kind of like a big, daunting, scary thing, like over top of me. So yeah, kind of just uneasy about that in general, I guess.
So it feels daunting, like you said.
Hmm.
So that would be really heavy.
Hmm.
So how have you been like the past 4 years? Have you felt like you've been prepared for the next year in that aspect? Is it just kind of the unknown after college that's giving you these feelings?
Yeah, I mean, going through school, like, since always, like, you always have school, summer break, school, and you just always have another year of school that you're working towards. But now that, I'm, like, done with all my schooling, essentially, I could go for a master's or something, but if I'm being completely honest, I don't think it's entirely necessary. But it's just, like, kind of the unknown that's really making me uneasy, is, like, I'm kind of breaking away from what I'm used to in a sense, where like the school break, school thing. It's like school, but now I don't have a break. It's just like getting tossed out into the working world. So yeah, just unknowns.
Yeah, so that's kind of the leaving the tradition of going to school every year and
Hmm.
jumping into this new life that you don't know what to expect.
Hmm.
Yeah, that sounds really heavy.
Yeah.
What are some things that you've thought about doing after graduation?
Um. Well, probably moving from this area. I would like to go back to Michigan. I like living up there. I was able to go out to Colorado during spring break to my friend's house last spring break, and that was really nice out there. The two places in America that I visited that I really like. Um, yeah, I wouldn't. I would like to go to Japan actually too, as odd as that may seem. I'm really fascinated in their culture, and I would really be interested in like living abroad for a short amount of time. But um, yeah, that's mostly just like where I want to go. I mean, I have some ideas of like what I want to do. I guess probably well, something in the marketing field. I'd like to do something with maybe social media of like maybe a sports team or a soccer team. I'm big into soccer. Um, so maybe something like that, or like a car culture brand, maybe. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. But at the same time, as you can hear, I'm sure that's kind of vague. There's not a lot of specifics there. So, but
Okay, brainstorming is vague.
yeah,
There's never a bad idea in brainstorming.
yeah.
So it sounds like from what you're saying is you've already thought about a lot of these things, and it's kind of just where to go from here, and everything seems like a possibility, and that can be kind of scary
Mm-hmm.
almost. Do you feel like that sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of It's funny you say that because I kind of see things as like I'm open for pretty much any opportunity because I don't know like what I should or what I could take, so I'm kind of like open to anything. But at the same time, I also want to have a little bit more of a driven purpose. Um, but I know like coming out of college for first year people, it's like you can't be super picky all the time. But at the same time, I also have like faith in myself and my like skills and abilities that I could really excel at something. Um, I just don't know if like I go into the workforce if people who are hiring me would be seeing that exact same thing in myself, if that makes sense. But
So it sounds like from what you're saying is you feel like you are driven, but you also feel open, and that's actually a really great character trait to have, especially with where you're at in life right now, because that sounds like that will really help you succeed.
yeah,
Yeah. Do you have people that you can talk to about this? Do you talk to your family?
um, not really my family a whole ton. Maybe my grandfather a little bit. But I have a couple people. My advisor at school actually is good. Like I trust him, and like I can tell he isn't just like advising me like just because I got assigned to his list because I actually chose him as an advisor, and so we've had like good back and forth conversations and stuff. Him, and then I have a couple other like business professionals that I know in the area that actually met, um, who I want to talk to about this type thing. But I also know they're really busy, with their job and their life. So not sure if I, really want to bug them about it. But
So your advisor and your grandfather and other people in your business circle, these are all like really close like mentors of yours.
Yeah, obviously my grandfather, just because my grandpa growing up, and I really respect what he did. He was really successful with what he did, um, and I think he's really good at connecting with people and making an impact on people's lives, which is important to me. And yeah, so I really respect him. And then my advisor, obviously, just because of what I was saying before, and those other businessmen from downtown have kind of like taken me under their wing a little bit, and still kind of learning trust between us because I haven't known him for a very long time, but yeah, it's growing.
That sounds excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, well, before we continue, I want to ask you kind of a strange question.
Okay.
So I just want you to pretend that you go to sleep tonight, and it's like the deepest sleep you've had in a very long time. You're not dreaming, and it's just, you're out.
Okay.
And during the night, a miracle happens.
Mm-hmm.
And this miracle is that the stress you're feeling right now with graduation and where to go to next and what's going to happen in life, all of that is just gone. And you don't know how it happened because you're sleeping. But when you wake up, you see that it's gone. And what is the first thing that you notice about yourself when you realize that this has happened?
I would feel a lot more at ease, and I wouldn't be like worrying about the future. And so I would probably, like, my in the moment self would probably be a lot happier because I'm not thinking like so far about what if I don't, what if. Right, so like my in the moment self would probably be a lot happier and a lot more relaxed and less stressed.
Okay, so would you say that to get to this at ease version of yourself, do you think, to clarify and solidify a decision regarding the following year?
Yeah, I think that would definitely help a lot. I don't know if I have a definitive answer for how I could do that, but I would guess something. Yeah, like if I could find if someone like just okay, say overnight, someone just I woke up and there was a job offer on my desk of like everything I wanted, and I just had to sign it. And it's like, okay, as soon as you graduate, you have, heck, we'll even give you a week of vacation. You can do what you want for a couple of weeks, and then you come work immediately start working for us. Then, yeah, that put me a lot at ease because it's just a lot less worrying about trying to find that myself.
Right. So, since obviously, that probably isn't going to happen, would you say that a goal that you could set for yourself is to find a job that seems really fitted for you that you could apply for and start that process?
Yeah, I think that'd probably be really good, is to maybe actually research some of those companies and see what those positions are actually like, or more specifics. That'd actually be really helpful.
Okay. So I think we should work towards that.
Okay.
And then the next time we meet, we can talk about it and see what you found and see where to go from there.
Okay.
That sounds good? All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's great. Our time is up for today, but it was really nice meeting with you. And I would love to meet with you again sometime.
That'd be fantastic.
Great. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.